Hi, East Texas, and welcome in to CBS 19 Plus, where we give you an up-to-date forecast every hour as we head into this second weekend of March. And so far, the first 10 days of the month have been warmer than average. Just a couple of days where the temperatures have been cooler than average, and by coincidence, those have been on Fridays. And Thursdays have also featured rain and thunderstorms, and a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings last night, on Thursday, I should say. And then on Thursday the 2nd, of course, we had more widespread severe weather. Otherwise, as we head now into the third week of March, and we had talked about this a couple weeks ago, it looked like there was some cooler air that would eventually move into the region. That does look like that's a possibility. I'll show you when that arrives and how much cooler it will be coming up. As for rainfall, back on Thursday the 2nd, we had 3/4 of an inch. It rained overnight into early Friday, picked up another 1/4 of an inch. And then yesterday or Thursday, 1¼ inches of rainfall. Now for the month, we're an inch ahead in the rain gauge in Tyler. Longview, just about 1/10 of an inch ahead, and Lufkin for the month sitting at 6/10 of an inch, running about almost 7/10 of an inch below average. All right, we look at our next storm system, and it really is next significant storm system, and coincidentally, it's on a Thursday again. Rain and thunder moving out of the southern plains or the high plains into East Texas Thursday night into Friday. We call this a meridional flow. We talked about a zonal flow. Well, a meridional flow crosses the meridians, and as it does, it typically looks like a very amplified flow. That's another way to talk about this. It's an amplified flow in that you can see big dips and high ridges, and so you've got this amplified flow, which can sometimes lead to storminess. Next week, that is the situation as we head toward the end of the week. Gulf Coast, very warm from Destin over toward Gulf Shores, and then down into, I'd say, Galveston all the way to South Padre Island, looking warm until that shower or that storm shows up late next week. So showers and thunderstorms typically associated with that type of a weather pattern. We do have a smaller chance of rain coming in late Saturday night, Sunday morning. We could almost say PM 30 to 40% chance, AM 30 to 40% chance, and then Monday, Tuesday dry, Wednesday also dry. Then you head toward the end of next week with that bigger storm that comes in with a 40 to 60% chance of rain a week from now. All right, rainfall over the next 7 days. We can break this down easily by looking at the next 2 days here. And it looks like those showers and thunderstorms are going to try to move down along the Arklatex. A couple of those could sneak down as far west as Tyler, maybe back into Jacksonville. So that's going to be through Saturday night. And then if you look at Sunday specifically, most of this moves away. So let me go back and just single out Saturday once again. And again, this is late Saturday night, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. A strip of thunderstorms moving down through Mount Pleasant, through Jefferson, toward Shreveport. All right, now let's go ahead to Monday, Tuesday. Should be dry across the region, certainly will be. And then Wednesday, Thursday, oh my, this is where we're starting to pick up that rain, and I think most of it's coming in on Thursday. And right now, looking at the contours, comparing that to the legend, we're looking at 3/4 of an inch to about 1.5 inches across the area. Again, bulk of this rain next Wednesday, Thursday, because if we look at Saturday, we just have that little bit of rain up over extreme northeast Texas. So that's the way things are setting up over the weekend. All right, temperature outlook between March 16th and March 20th. Below average temperatures are favored. Cooler than average temperatures are likely over the northern plains. This was hinted at a couple weeks ago. And then this week, it's kind of edged back or hedged its bets on the cooler air, and now it does look like it's coming on in here. So the 10-day temp trend in East Texas, of course, warm on Saturday, 82. These temperatures are right at or below average. Then it warms up again. And notice something also. Notice how this looks sort of like that amplitude. So that's another feature of that high amplitude sort of weather pattern. Anyway, we warm back up middle part of next week. Cool back down toward St. Patrick's Day, and we stay cool through the weekend before we start to warm back up again. Those are daytime highs. Now look at these morning lows. Morning average low is around 47, and we see the same sort of amplified temperature regime here over the next 10 days. But look at the 18th and the 19th. Upper 30s for overnight lows. So there's still a frost possible out there before the month of March is over. All right, let's talk about our rainfall over the weekend. Saturday looks like a decent day. Here comes that chance of rain late Saturday night, Sunday morning, maybe some severe weather over toward the Ark-La-Miss, and then just a few scattered showers out there Sunday morning over deep East Texas. Otherwise, north winds take over. Humidity drops Sunday afternoon. Monday should be a really nice day. Maybe a few light rain showers over from Corpus Christi down toward Brownsville. All right, hour by hour for Saturday, 63 at 9 a.m. South winds 15 miles an hour near 70 at 11 a.m. to noon. Southwest winds close to 20 miles an hour through the middle part of the afternoon, and a high temperature closer to 80 degrees. So let's break it down, going county by county. Closer to Interstate 30, you'll notice the highs in the upper 70s with partly sunny to cloudy skies and a rain shower showing up toward Clarksville. All right, central counties. Smith County and Gregg County, lower 80s. Henderson around 81, Jacksonville around 81. Palestine around 82, Athens around 81, Canton and Emory upper 70s. And I think over toward Carthage, cloudy skies around 80 degrees. Over deep East Texas, warmest there. Jacksonville up to 81, Crockett up to 85, Groveton up to 86, Lufkin 84 degrees, and Center right around 81, while Hemphill could reach 83 for the high temperature on Saturday. All right, Baylor Scott White, Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, 10-day forecast, and this is going to look a lot like those 10-day temperature patterns that we showed you. At any rate, late evening rain chance is showing up Saturday. It's probably about a 20 to 30% chance. I left it in for Sunday as a 30% chance because I think it's overnight. Most of this should be early morning hours Sunday. Then it clears off. We make it only up to 66 after a morning low of 55. We're cooler Monday morning down to 45 and 63 Monday afternoon. And then partly cloudy on Tuesday, but look at that morning low Tuesday, 42 degrees. Again, the average low now this time of the year is around 47, so that's about 5 degrees below average. And the average high is in the mid-60s, and Tuesday we're about 6 to 7 degrees below the average high. Wednesday's a sunny day, very nice. Morning lows again on the chilly side, cool, comfortable for maybe exercising outside, and then 71 working outside Wednesday afternoon, not bad. Thursday starts off dry, warm, 55 degrees. Evening showers are possible Thursday, and they become heavier with some showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday. Friday, some showers off and on through the day. Much cooler weather moving in for St. Patrick's Day, 58. We're down to 38 Saturday morning, only up to 59 Saturday afternoon. Frosty, 37 Sunday, bouncing back to 63. And spring arrives. We're just 10 days away from spring now. First day of spring, scattered thunderstorms, and a high near 70. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, and have a great weekend.